y'all, we are back again. Sorry I didn't have that already put in the mount. Alright, so we're ready. What is that? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get into this real quick right now. Alright, so you guys can see everything. We're going to do some stuff tonight. Alrighty. I am currently going into my bag and I am looking for my tools. And all of my glues. Okay. So we're going to set that over here to the side and we're going to dig in. Alrighty. Okay, just checking to see if there, before I sit down, is there anything that I need to do before I sit down? Alright, y'all. And tonight, in my favorite mug that I got from Hobby Lobby is chamomile tea and my hibiscus tea. And y'all, I need it. Let's go. All right. I'm opening this up. This is in honor of Sheree McGinnis. These are her panties. I guess the correct word is panty. But these are the bloomers that I told you that she sent me. And I said that I would put them into my junk journal. And since this is pink and that's pink, it has to go in Grandma's attic. And the bloomers look like they could have been Grandma's. So let us do this together and quickly find a page, a place that would be really good for this lace, because it's too pretty. It's way too pretty to just be sitting there. So we could put it right here, and then when we close it, you could see the black lace right under there. We could also do it at the, let me see, I don't know if you guys can see. We can also do it at the top here. You know? So that's one place that we can do it. So let me sit that right there. Make sure, okay, you guys can see. Y'all, I got such a headache. Woo, I'm not gonna lie, I got a headache. My head is really sensitive, and I washed my hair, and what happened was I did not flat iron it this time. I just put it in a ponytail, but you know, up on top, you know, bun up top, and I put it so tight that it gave me a headache. And because I wanted to gel it up a little bit so that the sides would stay up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta loosen this. This is making me sick. So I loosened it. And so when my husband came home, he saw some gray, y'all. He saw some gray on the sides that he had not seen before. And he was like, oh, you got to get Miss Clairol. And I'm like, what do you know about Miss Clairol? And I'm like, I had just cracked up. He was like, gray doesn't look good on you. he said, I'm not going to lie to you, dye your hair silver, you know, but gray doesn't look good on you. Natural gray, he said, does not look good on you, especially if you have not straightened your hair. You know, he said you look like you're in your 80s. So what I'm going to do is, for my birthday, I am going to handle that situation. And like I said, I have these little snap-in highlights so that you don't have to dye your hair so much. And I'm going to snap them in. They're like a gray, but they're like silvery. I think they're pretty, but I'll do that. But I honestly was trying to embrace my gray. I really was. Now, I don't like it. Yes, that is very true. I don't like it. But, you know, it's time to do some work. All right, so this is done. You know, I could actually save these. Oh, they're very weak. Okay. Now, oh yeah, they're weak. Okay, I'm not gonna save that. I'm gonna say I could use that, but if it's weak, nah. So, yes. So that is what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna get I'm going to make some changes to cover up those gray spots. All right, so here we go. This looks good. All right, so all right, let's see here. All right, so we're going to put it in right here. And glue it down right there. Now, I can hot glue it because I do have a little hot glue thing that is really good for material. Or, let's see, before I get that hot glue machine out, I do have some Fabri-Tac. This will be a lot quicker than me heating up that machine. I'll just use this. So yeah, but you ladies, how about you guys? Are any of you feeling like you're embracing your gray, or are you covering it up? I cover mine. I do. All right. I cover my gray. But if I'm not going anywhere, or I don't have any plans to go anywhere, and there's some gray showing, I'm not sweating it. And I like cover my gray in the gray spots with, you can use mascara, black mascara, that spray hair color. You know, I mean, there's options, and all of them are chemicals and harmful and stuff. But I guess the best thing to do is probably just to use the temporary hair dye to cover up the gray. There's also that gray that comes with the brush that you just touch up that covers up gray. I think I might get that for my birthday. and just touch up the gray. I think that's like, seriously, I think that's Miss Clairol. Oh, that is so hilarious. That just might be Miss Clairol. And it has a little brush, and you just touch up where you have those little spots of gray. So I will probably do that. And do that instead of snapping in gray, silvery highlights. Okay. I think this is going to be really pretty. Down on it with this here, and it doesn't take long for it. Fabri-Tac is really good stuff, and it does not take long at all. So I love the sound of that thunder, y'all, that rain. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I'm just gonna let that sit there for a minute and we can just chat. Sheree, if you're watching, I will never forget that as long as I live. That was hilarious. Thank you, Sheree, for being a friend to me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all of the subscribers that you've sent my way. I am eternally grateful. Okay, so Fabri-Tac has done its job. And there we have the black lace there on the bottom. All right, so what if we put it up here? It won't show a whole lot, but it will show. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll do that. Let's see, I don't have the big clip, but I am going to see if I can. No, that won't stay. Yeah, it'll stay. All right, so let's try this again. And let's see here. I'm gonna want it. I'm gonna want it. All right, so this is not working. It was though, wasn't it? For a minute there, it was working. All right, so I'm gonna go from here to here. All right, and we'll cut it right there. Okay, so my mistake, this is the one. Right there. Alrighty. So we are going to put this Fabri-Tac. Okay, you guys. I'm going to make sure you guys can see. So, y'all, I'm trying to look for another good movie, something I haven't seen, because I have a tendency to enjoy watching the same movies over and over, and I have a plethora of them. But there is a movie. I have some trailers in my watch later, but where that guy, he's a comedian. I forgot his name, but he looks like this guy. Who else? That could be his father, but it's not his father. I forgot. But anyway, doesn't matter. And he works there, works in a old folks home. And some creepy stuff goes on in in that old folks home. I really think I might rent that tonight. Let's see if that is cool with my spirit. I do have to be careful what I watch, y'all, because things do vex my spirit, and if the Holy Spirit says no, I don't watch it. And then there's also the fact that I can watch something and it'll just come to me in my dreams. And it's just always been like that. I'm a very heavy dreamer. And I always remember them most of the time. But it could just be so innocent. Like, you know, I watched the movie Alive. Now, I've seen that movie before. You guys remember? And then I end up having a dream about that. And it's like, it's crazy. All right. So we're going to put this right here. And I want it, this paper clip is not going nowhere. Not going anywhere. So let's put that, mess that down there. Since you ain't working right now. We'll do that. So how was your day, y'all? What did you do today? I cooked, meal prepped for the week. What else? I need to go clean my deck again. There's a lot of things that need attention in this house. And let's see what else. I need to do some grocery shopping online, and I need to bake my other birthday cake. And let's see, what else do I need to do? I want to just chill and spend some time with the Lord. I can't stress that enough. And I want to just relax and watch a movie. I want to do that. I want to get in bed and just watch a movie. I am tired. Y'all, it is so funny. You know, I don't work, but I'm telling you, like, I don't leave the house and go to work. But I'm telling you, I don't see how I could, because every single day is so fulfilling. Every single day, I'm busy. I'm doing something from the moment I get up till the time I'm ready to go to bed. And when I go to bed, I'm thinking, okay, I've done everything that I could possibly do. And I'm thinking to myself, I tell myself, girl, you did it. You completed everything. But then when the next day comes, there's always something that forces its way to pop my bubble. And it's like, you got to do this. You know, I got to get up. You know how Crafty Girl Chronicles, Jazzy, if you're watching, how she, every Monday, she shares with you what she has planned to do that week as a housewife, as a woman who cares for her house. You know, her workout routine, her meal planning and prepping, how she's going to clean this and how she's going to tackle that. You know, and I love it. I love how in control she is. I love how everything is planned out. You know, I am very systematic, and I can agree with her flow. You know, but every day has its own. And you think, so I'm guzzling this chamomile. All right. So, yeah, so every day, you know, every single day, you know, you think, all right, I'm not going to have anything to do. That's how I feel today. Okay, the vacuuming is done. The dusting is done. The wiping down is done. My husband is off, so I don't have to pack lunch. He's got plenty of food to eat. I don't have to worry about that. Everything is cleaned. The toilets are clean. The tubs are clean. Well, he cleans the tubs, but everything is clean. It's as clean as it's going to get anyway, right? I washed my bed linens. I'm good, you know. And I'm thinking that tomorrow, all I'm going to do, y'all, is just chill. I'm just going to chill. But I guarantee you, I promise you, something will happen that will, you know how it is. Something will happen. And it's not, I'm not saying it'll be something bad. I'm just saying something will happen that will require my attention. All right. So this, so I could do, all right, that, but we're going to do it this way. Unless, I got an idea. Unless we do the same thing that we did for the front, we'll do for the back. Now, I won't bore you with that, but I just wanted to do this in honor of Sheree. There are more panty things that we're going to use at a later date, but I just wanted to do this for now. So I'm going to put the bottom and the top on here with the fabric tack that I already put away. And as you can see that there is some black lace. You see there, some black lace, and that's the top. Now the bottom doesn't, you can't see the black lace as much because I didn't have it. I had it, you know, I should have put it down. You know what? Let's move it. Let's see if that fabric tack will let us. Oh, no. It's, yep, I can move it. I can move it. All right, so I'm going to move this fabric tack. I'm going to move this thing down. I'll do that with you guys, and then the rest of it I will do off screen. And if you are not interested in this, I can totally understand. I can totally dig it. This time I'm going to pour the fabric tack right onto this part of the fabric. Y'all, you know what I want? I told hubby that I would love to have a brand new dining room set. And I told him that I would also like to have, did I just mess it up? I also would like to have a $400 or $300 Singer sewing machine. And I would like to have some old lady to come over here and teach me how to really use it. Oh, I wish y'all could have seen the expression on his face. Because y'all remember when I bought that little mini sewing machine? I used it to to mend some clothes. And I used it to make some snippets. And it was so much fun. And then I packed it up, and I have not pulled it out since. But if I had a craft room, like some of you lucky girls out there, if I had a craft room, or if I lived in a castle like Sheree, you know, or a castle like Tawana, then maybe I could have a sewing room, craft room. But no, 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 no. We have a 2-bedroom condo, and the smaller bedroom is his. That's his bat cave. This is my cat cave. And no, I will never say that I'm Catwoman, but this was my cat cave because of my cats. So yeah. But if I did have that, if I really, really, really had an area other than my bedroom to call my own, I could use my closet. I have a walk-in closet, but even then there's not enough room for what I'm talking about. But that would be superior. I would love it. I would absolutely love to have a craft room where there is the sewing, the big, huge sewing thing, and I could just sew. Oh my gosh. See how she sewed? I love that. I would love to sew like that. But by the time I get done sleeping for 12 hours, cooking and cleaning and ordering stuff, I don't even have time to sew. I fight to make time to do this, to film. That's therapy for me. You know, so I'm telling you, where in the heck would I have time to sew? All right, so oh, that is so much better. Look at that. You see? Look at how much better that is. You can see the lace so much better. So this is perfect. This feels like a sandwich. Like I could bite into it. All right, y'all, let me stop. Okay, so I'm going to work on the back part of this, and you guys are going to have a blessed night. And I thank you so much for watching. Listen to me chit-chat. And, you know, I just appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and close out, but this is just a quick flip. I have been using this journal, but I use it sparingly because I don't want to ever run out. I don't want to ever run out. I really don't. I was actually thinking, what do you think about this idea of gluing down this right here? But then that's going to take away from writing space. But I would love to just like glue down just the edges, and then this could be a little slip pocket. You know what I mean? Have y'all ever watched Tasha from Treasure Books? I love her attitude, love her vibe. I love her enthusiasm, and her creativity is through the roof. Through the roof. I saw her make these lace corner pieces. And she used them as tuck spots. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all. Her and see, we just talked about that. Her and Miss Geni and Geni and G. Kerr, them 3 women, if they got into the same room together, it would explode. There's too much creativity in one place. That room would explode. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thanks again for watching. God bless you. God keep you. And God willing, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.